This place must have some kind of radio link.
Now back to Johnny and Greg. Nowhere but JJO.
I know. Now we're going to forego news momentarily. I'm going to bring out a very special guest who's coughing something up right now. I don't know what's happening. Byron Schlenker. Am I saying your last name right, Byron?
You are one of the few that said it perfectly. Usually when the telemarketer calls, it's Schlenecker. So that's how I associate them. It's actually Schlenker.
Yeah, Schlenker. Well, I pride myself in perfection on the radio, Byron. He is the Guinness World Record holder now for the world's widest tongue.
Not whitest, but widest.
Not
right?
Whitest. No, widest. W-I-D-E-S-T. And I got to be honest with you, Byron, I will never, for the rest of my days, unsee that tongue once I have looked at it.
You know what? It's just nice to have an impact on you guys.
It haunts me, Byron. That tongue.
So, how do you think my wife feels?
Well, pretty good, I assume.
Satisfied, I'm assuming.
I mean, Gene Simmons may have the longest, but you've got the widest.
It is wide.
Yeah.
Yes, this record's made for a much younger single man, that's for sure.
In inches, you have centimeters. I don't know. How many inches wide is that sucker, Byron?
It's just about 3.5. I think it's 3.4.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
that's as wide as my foot.
Yeah.
And you got big feet.
Well, you know, through this ordeal, I've found only one thing that is exactly the width of my tongue, and that is a Visa or MasterCard.
No kidding. Oh, that's a long ways, I assume.
Yes, the long ways. That is 8.6 centimeters, exactly as wide as my tongue.
Now, have you done any specific exercises to get this girthy tongue?
Well, you've seen a picture of me, correct?
Yes, I saw the video.
Yeah. So you see I'm working it out on a regular basis.
There you go.
Girth is my thing.
Can I actually make my tongue bigger, Byron?
The girth.
I don't think so. This has been my tongue my whole life. Even when I was thinner, a lot of people say, well, he's fat. He's got a fat tongue. But it's been my tongue my whole life. It's been I just never knew it was the widest tongue. It was just a freak chance that I would pick up that book with my daughter in the library and turn to that page, and I was like, wow, it's a record for the widest tongue. I wonder how wide mine is.
Did you have any idea that there was something unusual lurking in your mouth? I mean, did you think I'm a freak and there's probably I'm probably special, somehow special?
No, I had no idea. I would have never known. And to be honest with you, there's probably wider tongues out there, just nobody willing to admit it because it's one of those weird things.
Sure.
I mean, how long does it take you to finish an ice cream cone? Because it looks about 3 licks.
I don't know. I've never timed myself, but I'll start prepping for.
God, you're right.
The next interview.
I could see you setting a world's record. Seriously.
Yeah. Did you have a?
Well, I don't drip any ice cream. I'll tell you that.
Did you have to grow into your tongue? In other words, when you were smaller, obviously your tongue was smaller.
Was it just
too.
like flapping around when you were smaller?
Yeah, I mean
everywhere.
You know what? Like I say, I would have never known. A lot of people expect me to talk like this.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought, right?
Yeah, but obviously I have a big mouth to match.
Yeah.
Can you roll your R's?
Ruffles have ridges.
No, I guess I can't.
Can you do the?
No, I don't think I can.
I can't
Can you do
either.
the tongue wave thing?
I guess.
A little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you curl your tongue?
No, absolutely not. Bending this thing in half would hurt.
Yeah, that thing would look like a huge wave in the ocean.
I think everybody in this room can do that, but me. That's a genetic thing.
You know what?
Daddy did it.
You know what my daddy used to tell me? He said, "Son, if you can lick your eyebrows, you'll never be lonely." I don't know if that applies to you at all, Byron.
Very uncomfortable.
Well, I can just lick them both at the same time.
Nice.
So,
now, here's a weird question, and don't be mad. Don't take it personal. Does it like stink because it's so big, or or is it? I don't know. My question is that. I'm just asking. I don't know.
I don't think I suffer from halitosis, but just like anybody else, morning breath or anything like that. But no, nobody would ever know. I mean, unless you measured it. And like I say, I'm sure there's somebody out there who's going to measure their tongue today. It's going to be like, I'm close, or maybe got it. And by all means, feel free.
What's the
be careful what you wish for.
Hey, what's the worst thing about having the world's widest tongue?
Yeah, is there a downside?
Any downside?
Not yet.
No.
Not really, I suppose.
Do you Do you like the notoriety? I mean, are you lapping this up, as they say? I mean, are you loving
Oh,
this?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's just been fun. You know, the job. I have three daughters, and my job is just to embarrass my family like any married man.
There you go.
Damn right.
Fantastic.
And trust me, my mother-in-law is really pissed.
I'll bet.
Dude,
Now
that's-
she's not mad about my record. She just
Right.
didn't say anything. But my daughter now has the world record for the widest tongue for a female.
Yeah.
There you go.
and how old is she now?
She's 14, which is at that nice tender age to actually exploit having the widest tongue in the world. So my mother-in-law is really, I don't even think she's talking to me at this point.
Yeah.
I think I saw a picture of you two together. Is that correct?
Yes, I thought
Yeah.
it was cute.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was her decision. You know, a lot of people say, well, you forced her to. Or
No.
It was her decision. She didn't do it for 3 months. She was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. Then she saw all the fun that I was having. You know, I got invited to London. I got invited to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the TV show there.
Yeah.
You know, she started to see that, hey, this is kind of fun, and you got to own this stuff. You know, you can't take life too seriously.
No.
Amen.
My favorite quote is from the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Is a little nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest man.
Ah, dude, I like that.
Well
very,
put.
very nice.
So-
All right.
I teach my kids to just let it out. You know, who cares?
Do you
Just
Literally
have
let
fun.
it out.
So I assume it's. How big could her tongue get? Is she she's still growing? I mean, she
Yeah,
can have a,
hers is 7.33. They take 3 measurements. Guinness makes you take 3 measurements, and
Yeah.
then they average it. So 2 of them are 7.4, one was 7.3, so they average that out.
right.
It's like your credit
So-
score. They take the average.
Yeah. Sure. Something like
Yeah, they
that.
take the average of 3 measurements, yep.
I'll be damned.
And yeah,
And
I
you
mean,
know,
she
I plan on going to London. They tell me that they're going to have me to London next year. So my wife wasn't on board with it either till
Yeah.
she, you know, some of these phone calls started coming, and then she's like, all right, if I can get to London on your tongue, I'll take it.
So this is
Hello.
so people just want to pose with you with your tongue hanging out. What a bizarre picture.
Well, whatever.
I know, but it's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know what? And it's also, too, people don't realize, if I was just to stick out my tongue with no context, people would be like, call 911, get this guy away from my kids, you know? But
Jeez.
when they know that it's the widest tongue and then they see it, it's almost like the power of suggestion. They freak out a little more. But
Right.
that's the fun part, is meeting people.
Yeah.
And telling them and then showing them. They just, you know, you get the reactions. Some people actually run away. Some people, you know, I think that I'm going to be the weird guy when I bring it up or if I tell somebody.
Yeah.
But then it turns out some people, you know, hey, can you like my book or do it? And they're like, oh, wait a minute, I guess I'm the most sane guy in the room.
I'm normal.
That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like my tongue is so dainty looking at this guy's tongue. It's unbelievable. I feel like I don't
You
know.
got a girly tongue.
I know.
Dave.
I
Ah,
just-
goody tongue.
I got no bragging rights. That's pretty cool stuff. It's amazing though when you start to stick it out and then the whole thing flops out. It's almost shocking.
It
We're
is.
still talking about tongues here, right?
How much comes actually out of that mouth? It's
Oh, my
unbelievable, dude.
Lord.
You're the king, dude. Byron,
Mom said.
you're the king. And by the way, when you go to London, what do they do with you? What do you do?
You're going to be put on display?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, well, they have like some museums and stuff, and they have people come through, which that's got to be the funnest thing, is people are there to actually see Guinness stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, they think it's fun. But they have, when they unveil their book, they have a party every year, and they invite people from the book. And they invited me this year. I just didn't have a passport in time. You know, they called me like on Friday to be there on Monday. I'm like, you know, I can't do that.
Yeah. And you don't bite your tongue. It's so big you don't bite it when you eat or anything or talk or
No.
anything.
No.
That's wild.
No.
Yeah. You think it'd get in the way sometimes. But yeah.
You think
Oh,
if you were
it gets in the way sometimes, but so
Yeah.
does everything else.
you think
Well,
you'd need
sure.
a shovel depressor to keep that thing out of the way if you were getting your teeth clean. It's crazy. Byron, you're the man. Congratulations on the tongue, dude. You're a freak. I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate
All
it.
right, thanks for
Yep.
talking to us. See you, bud.
See ya.
All right.